Hello, I am Paramita Bhattacharjee, coming to speak to you after a long time. Now this point I wanted to talk about to students who require this note of information. That is Aristotle's 3 modes of persuasion. That is part of learning that makes effective speech. About 2300 years ago, Aristotle determined the components that are needed for effective speaking. So, to make a speech very effective to the audience, he has called it rhetorical. So, to make the rhetoric effective to the audience, he has determined 3 components, that is ethos, logos and pathos. So logos here, it is actually the logic or rationality. That is how you can make yourself understandable, how your content will be understandable to the listeners. That is logos. It appeals to the audience's reason by using facts, data and statistics. So when a speech is having the correct data and statistics, and it helps in building up the logical arguments, that your arguments should be understandable to the audience. So if you speak in a rational way, that is how, if you explain the things which are containing the facts, people will accept it. So it will be acceptable to the audience. So this is the first component that I pick up, that is out of the 3 logos. That is rationality, that is how much the speech that is being delivered, it is understandable to the audience. So to make it understandable, what has to be done is the data should be correct, the statistics should be explained well, and the facts should be delivered there. That is the first part. Then the second part is ethos. Ethos means the speaker's credibility. Speaker's credibility. So what is speaker's credibility? That depends on the character of the speaker. If the character of the speaker is adorable, if it is acceptable to the audience, then the speech will have its effects. So this is the second component of effective rhetoric, that is ethos. The elements of speech that reflects the character of the speaker. When someone is speaking, the personality of the speaker surfaces up from the speech. So if the person is an honest speaker, it reflects on the speech. So it creates a trustworthiness with the listener, and the audience accepts the speech or the content that is delivered. So this is ethos. So ethos means here the rhetor's credibility and character, which appeals to the audience. So there has to be a sense of trust between the speaker and the audience. So if the speaker is able to catch up the trust of the audience based on his character and his personality, his speech will be effective according to Aristotle. And the third component that we will discuss here, that is being highlighted by Aristotle, is pathos. So what is pathos? Pathos here is the emotion. That is the element of the speech that appeals to the audience's sensibilities, that is his emotions. Suppose you deliver a speech, if it has its effects on the listener, like makes them angry or make them feel sympathetic, or it can strike their emotion, then the speech becomes very effective. So it creates an emotional bond with the listener. So this is also the third part of the three rhetorical components, which is called rhetorical triangle also. Now, a particular speech may not have all the three components together, but according to Aristotle, logos, ethos, and pathos, these are part of effective rhetoric. Hope that explains these components.